Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed.com. Today we're going to be taking a close look at the Mint mattress from Tuft & Needle, who, as you may know, was one of the online mattress pioneers. It really helped bring online mattress shopping into the public consciousness. Now, this is their newer and higher-end follow-up to the original flagship TNN model that was very popular, so we're excited to show it to you. The definitive review of the Mint mattress is coming up. Stick around. One of the first things people want to know about a mattress is just how soft it is. In the case of the Mint mattress, we're classifying this as a medium on our softness spectrum, which is basically right down the middle. You may know if you've watched our review of the 2019 version of the Tuft & Needle TNN mattress that we classified that one as a medium firm. Now, these two are pretty similar in terms of their very top layers. I think the real difference in softness that brings this one to a medium and makes it a little softer is the fact that it has a little bit more cushioning underneath that top layer. So overall, when you just get a little bit more into it, like when you roll over on your side or you get your elbow into it, there's just a little bit more softness, which is why we classified this as a medium and the regular TNN as a medium firm. So now let's get into the details of what's actually in a Mint mattress. And for starters, what you can see here is that this is a 12-inch mattress in total with 3 total layers. Let's start at the top here. This top layer is a 3-inch layer of 3.5 pound density TNN adaptive foam, which we recall from the flagship model where they also use that same material name. This is a material that combines both graphite and gel, both of which are conductors, so those are cooling features, and we'll talk more about those later in the video. But the difference between the top layer of the TNN model versus the top layer of the Mint is that this is meant to contain 30% more graphite, so even more of a cooling feature there to this foam than you'd find in the TNN model. Then below that you have a 2-inch layer of 3 pound density foam that they also call TNN adaptive foam, although it does not have the graphite clearly, but it does have gel. And it's worth pointing out that the gel in the Mint mattress is what they call ceramic gel. So we'll talk again more about this later in the video, but it's meant to be even more absorptive of heat than traditional gel used in mattresses. And then below that you have a 6.5-inch support core layer in a 1.8 pound density. And this layer, of course, is the firmest of the 3 layers. I should just point out this top layer is certainly the softest. You can just press that in there. And then this transition layer, as you'd expect, is kind of in between. So you have that kind of progressive resistance as you go down into the mattress. Now what I'm pressing on here, in fact, may not be representative of just how firm it is throughout the entire mattress. It may in fact just be an edge perimeter type of feature. I'm not exactly sure, but regardless, it's certainly a firm support layer, and especially as it compares to these upper 2 layers. And then of course all of that is wrapped in this cover, which is a very nice, super soft cover that does have some stretch to it in multiple directions, and definitely feels, you know, nice and sturdy. We can tug at it and pull at it, and it feels solid. So there you have it, the TNN Mint mattress. So now let's get into the 2 things that everybody has to get from their mattress, which are back support and pressure relief. And I'm going to start here on my back because that's the position I predominantly sleep in. And just for context, I'm about 6 feet tall, not quite 200 pounds. And what you can see here when I'm lying on the Mint mattress is that I am very well supported in this position. I'm feeling like my hips can get into the mattress just enough so that my lumbar area here is well supported, but not at all so much that I'm hammocking or feeling like it's sagging in any way. So overall, I think this is being a nice kind of medium level of softness, medium level of cushioning depth. It's a great fit for a very wide range of back sleepers from a spinal alignment standpoint. In fact, certainly I'd feel good about almost any back sleepers who are lighter than me, and even a large portion of back sleepers who are significantly heavier than me, at least up to 50, maybe even more pounds heavier than me. At some point I would start to worry about other factors as it relates to this mattress, but certainly up to say 250 pounds back sleepers I'm feeling good about. Let me turn now to my stomach. This is the position where you most particularly have to worry about overarching of your back. That's the biggest no-no for a stomach sleeper. What I can tell you is that this is not a position I spend a ton of time in, but overall I felt like I was okay in this position, but I would have a little worry about folks who are heavier than me and spend a lot of time on their stomach. I just feel like there's a little too much surface softness here, and I worry about the possibility of the heaviest part of your body, which for everybody is your hips, sinking a little too far in and causing that overarching in this position. I think a lighter stomach sleeper, you're probably okay. So that's kind of how I'd break out on stomach sleepers. But now let me switch over to my side. And this is the position, the trickiest one really, because you have to think about not only spinal alignment, but also pressure relief. Because this is the position where your body's weight is distributed over the smallest surface area. So on the spinal alignment side, I'll start by saying I think that the three-layered system here that they have on the Mint does allow your shoulder to get into the mattress. And for me, it's my shoulder because that's the kind of broadest part of my body. For other folks, it could be their hips, but for all of us, we tend to be curviest when we're on our side. And so you want a mattress that can conform to those curves so that your spine can be properly aligned when you're lying on your side. And I do feel like my shoulder is able to get into the mattress enough in this position so that I do feel very well aligned on my side. And I think that most folks who are lighter than me, I think are going to be okay. I actually feel like from a spinal alignment standpoint, again, like up to at least say 50 pounds heavier than me, I feel pretty good from a spinal alignment standpoint. In terms of pressure relief, I felt like the pressure relief was good. It was maybe didn't feel like the best pressure relief. I kind of at times felt like I wonder if I'm going to like lose circulation or something in my arm. I never did though, and so I guess overall I felt it was good in the end. But I didn't get that kind of just like completely weightless type of sensation that I sometimes find on a mattress, and so maybe not the absolute best. And as far as what others might expect from side sleeping, you know, folks who are lighter or heavier than me, I'm inclined to think that people lighter than me would feel like the pressure relief is even a little bit better. That has a tendency to be the case, especially when there's some surface softness like this one has. So overall, I would expect you'd be fine from a pressure relief standpoint if you're lighter than me in a side sleeper. I guess if there's a concern I would have, it would be maybe if you're heavier than me in a side sleeper, maybe you'd find that there is a point where the pressure relief isn't adequate. But overall, I felt like the pressure relief was pretty good for people who are my weight, and certainly I think people lighter.
So now we're going to get into what we consider to be preference-based characteristics, which are things that are not better or worse. They're just a matter of your personal preferences. And the first category of these is what we call responsiveness, which is the difference between sort of a slow melting memory feel versus more of a quick responding bounce. And let's start with the memory feel, because that's an easy one to rule out on the Mint mattress. There's really no memory feel here whatsoever, even though you may actually see this mattress erroneously referred to as a memory foam mattress some places. Notwithstanding the fact that there is no memory foam in this mattress. As you can see, no delayed responsiveness, no slow melting type of feel with the Mint mattress. Let's turn our attention now to bounce, which we like to think of in terms of three different layers of the mattress, like kind of surface bounce, which we just sort of measure with our fingertips, just kind of bouncing them on the top. I'd actually say the surface of this mattress is pretty bouncy. You know, if I just apply like 5 pounds of pressure here with my fingers, it's a fair amount of bounce here up on the top of this mattress. So now let's take a look at the mid-level bounce, which we'll measure with this 16-pound bowling ball. You see actually like, you know, a decent amount of mid-level bounce as well as I bounce that bowling ball. And again, that's still coming from like that top half of the mattress. Let's now test the deep bounce, where I put my full 200 pounds down, and you can see that really not much deep bounce. But I will say, more than the typical all-foam mattress. So something about the support core of this mattress actually has a little bit more bounce than a typical foam support core, but in general, a all-foam mattress doesn't have quite enough bounce to really bring my 200-pound frame back up with any oomph. So overall, I would say certainly this has more bounce than it does memory feel, but it's not really like in any way comparable to a spring mattress on the bounce front. That being said, in that top half of the mattress, there is a fair amount of bounce. So, we'd say that there's a sort of a modest amount of bounce focused in that upper part of the mattress. The next preference-based characteristic we like to cover is what we call cushioning depth, which is the difference between floating more on top of your mattress or being more hugged and cradled in your mattress. And in the case of the Tuft & Needle Mint mattress, I'd have to say you're getting a bit of a hybrid of these two feels. I definitely feel a degree of kind of hugged or cradled sensation on this mattress, but at the same time, not so deep that I'm really like sleeping in my mattress per se. I'm not getting necessarily like that full floating feel, but where I would say I'm sleeping on the mattress. So overall, I'd just put this right in the middle of that cushioning depth spectrum. Now we're going to get into some of the characteristics of the mattress that we consider to be more priority-based, meaning things that can be better or worse, but may or may not be a priority for you personally. The first of these is motion isolation, which, as you may know, refers to the degree to which the person on this side of the mattress is going to be aware of or disturbed by what's happening over here. And the first way I'm going to test this is by dropping this 16-pound bowling ball, and we're going to watch what happens to that bowling pin, which, as you can see, does move a little bit, but definitely does not tip over. Now I'm going to put it to a higher test, where I'm going to drop my full 200 pounds down on the mattress. And what you can see here is that in this second test, where I come at it with more force but a little less velocity, it actually does even better than in the first test with the bowling ball. And in neither case does the bowling pin really come very close to tipping over. So overall, we would certainly say that the Mint mattress has good motion isolation, maybe just not the absolute best. One important concern for a few people is the ability to move around easily on the mattress during the night, and that can be a particular concern with an all-foam mattress like this. So we just wanted to let you know that we really don't expect this is going to be an issue on the Mint mattress. It almost has sort of a latex-like responsiveness, which definitely eases any kind of movement or transition between positions when you're moving around on this mattress. One thing that's important to a lot of people is edge support, whether that relates to sitting on the edge of the bed or lying on the edge of your bed. And so we always are sure to cover this in our reviews. And in general, as we point out with all of the all-foam mattresses we test, that it doesn't tend to be a huge strength of most all-foam mattresses. You can see here a fair amount of dip as I'm sitting on the edge of the mattress. That being said, I don't feel unstable sitting in this position, but nonetheless, a substantial amount of dip. Now, where the Mint mattress surprised me was that it actually did quite well when I'm lying on the edge of the mattress. This is in pretty stark contrast to what you just saw with me sitting on the edge of the mattress. I feel completely 100% stable here, and I'm really not even leaning to any significant degree. So that is unexpected and quite above average for an all-foam mattress. And so overall, we would say the Mint mattress has good edge support. One important factor for some people is temperature, or a concern with sleeping hot during the night. And this can be a particular concern with an all-foam mattress like the Mint. And I want to preface this by saying I do not have a particular issue with sleeping hot, and I did sleep on the Mint and did not have an issue sleeping hot on this mattress either. So I think it's important to understand that for the majority of people, this is not going to be an issue on pretty much any mattress. But for those people for whom this is a concern, Tuft & Needle has gone to a couple of steps to mitigate this concern in the case of the Mint mattress. And what they've done here specifically is they've used two conductors in the mattress, graphite and gel. And specifically, the graphite in this mattress, there's actually 30% more graphite used in this mattress than in their flagship TNN model. And the gel in this mattress, they use not only more of it, but they also use a certain type of gel that they call ceramic gel, which is frankly not a term I've heard used before. However, they claim that it's able to absorb 5 times more heat than conventional gel used in mattresses. Now, you'll probably see a lot of other places that will simply regurgitate that claim as though it is fact. From my standpoint, I would say I can neither confirm nor deny the veracity of that claim. However, what I can confirm is that there is, I believe, veracity to the notion of using conductors in a mattress to allow heat to travel more efficiently away from your body during the night, as opposed to getting trapped up near the surface right next to your body. So I do believe that these additional lengths that Tuft & Needle has taken directionally are likely to be something that you can take some reassurance from if this is a concern for you. One thing that's important to some people is the degree of natural materials in the mattress, or maybe more so just the lack of harmful chemicals. And we should start by saying that the Mint mattress is by no means a natural mattress in any way. That being said, Tuft & Needle has taken some steps with regards to both of their mattresses, but the Mint included, that we consider to be very commendable in this area. Specifically, they've gone ahead and had their mattresses tested to 2 standards. Now, I'll start by saying the thing that we can say about a lot of mattresses these days, which is that all the foams in this mattress are certified to the CertaPure standard, which is a standard that looks for the presence of and off-gassing of various harmful materials and certifies that neither are present beyond some minimally acceptable threshold. However, Tuft & Needle has gone above and beyond that. They have gone ahead and, as it relates to the sort of presence of harmful materials, or possibly even harmful materials in their mattress, they have had their mattress certified to the OEKO-TEX 100 standard, Class 1, which basically is a standard that tests for the presence of both illegal but also legally regulated, and even not even legally regulated, just sort of materials that are thought to possibly be harmful, and certifies that none are present beyond some minimally acceptable threshold. So it's a much higher threshold and much higher standard than what you have with CertaPure. And they have had the entire mattress certified to that standard, and which means that everything in the mattress has to pass this test. And also they've had it tested to the Class 1 level, which is the highest level available within OEKO-TEX 100. It's the level that's sort of earmarked for products used close to the skin, and possibly by children 3 years and under. So not that this is a product for babies per se, but they've nonetheless had it tested to that highest standard. So that is certainly something you could take some comfort from. And then in terms of off-gassing, they have tested the entire mattress, once again, to the GreenGuard Gold standard. Now, like OEKO-TEX, GreenGuard has 2 levels, or multiple levels of their testing, and Gold is their higher level of certification, reserved for this, like healthcare facilities and things of that nature. And what they're testing is just off-gassing. So it's an interior air quality type of test, and they're testing the entire mattress to make sure that the amount of off-gassing of any kind of harmful materials is below, again, some minimally acceptable threshold. So to me, those 2 steps should provide to anyone who has concerns in these areas quite a lot of reassurance. One thing we get asked about more and more these days is adjustable base compatibility. And when we think about this, we always break it into 3 things. Number 1 is it going to damage the mattress in any way to use it on an adjustable base? And in the case of the Mint mattress, the answer is no. This is designed to bend and flex just like this, so you should be fine. And the second thing we look at is, does anything weird happen when you put it on an adjustable base, particularly in a fully articulated position like we have it here, meaning fully elevated? The 2 key things we look for are, number 1, does any kind of bowing happen on the side? And we're not seeing anything here in that regard. And the other thing would be, does any kind of weird bunching of the material or quilting layers happen in this valley here? And here again, I would say no. I mean, there is a little bit of bunching of the cover, but the cover is a very thin fabric only type of cover, so it's not going to be anything uncomfortable to sit on. And the third category we look at is how well does the mattress conform to the curves of the base. And in this category, you can see right off the bat probably that the foot of the mattress is not conforming closely to the foot of the base. Now that is a super common thing. We see that pretty much in every new mattress, not every, but almost every new mattress right when we open it up and first put it on an adjustable base, like what we're doing here. But we do expect that that's the kind of thing that will correct over time as the mattress kind of breaks in a little bit and is used more on the adjustable base. But the second way we think about conformability is also when no one is on the mattress. So I raised and elevated this base with me on it, but let's just take a look at what happens when I get off the base and see how well it holds its shape. And what you see here is that it does kind of want to be straight. Now, again, I would say that we do expect this is going to break into a degree. So we wouldn't say that this is not an adjustable base compatible mattress. It is definitely still, and because I do think that this will get better over time, I would still probably say that because of the way it performs in the other tests we do, the adjustable base compatibility is good, but it's certainly not the best in this particular category.
So as part of our review of the Mint mattress, we just want to give you a sense of what to expect when this mattress arrives. So here we are. This is us just receiving the Mint mattress. We have not yet opened it up. For comparison's sake, as it relates to the original Tufted Needle mattress, this is a very similar size box, but is a little bit heavier, about 10 pounds heavier to be specific. The FedEx label has this box at about 80 pounds in a queen size. So definitely a two-person job to maneuver this thing around your house, especially if you're going up or down a set of stairs. So here we go. Let's go ahead and open it up. All right, so there you have it, the Tufted Needle Mint mattress fully unboxed. You may have noticed the plastic was just a little bit more awkward to unwrap on that one, but nonetheless still took about 4 minutes. Super easy process there. In terms of the initial impressions of kind of the off-gassing here, I can tell you that I'm getting just a smidge of that kind of new mattress smell from this level. I don't tend to be particularly sensitive to it myself, but as I put my nose up to the mattress, I would say like I'm probably getting just a hair less than average, maybe when I put my nose up to it, but overall still fairly typical of what we might expect of an all foam online mattress.
3 things that are going to be important anytime you're buying a mattress online are delivery, return policy, and warranty. In terms of delivery, Tufted Needle offers free delivery to your doorstep for all of its mattresses, including the Mint. And from that point, you'll just be responsible for bringing the box into your bedroom and unboxing it like we showed you earlier in this video. In terms of return policy, Tufted Needle offers a very generous return policy, albeit pretty par for the course for most online mattress companies these days. Their return policy is 100 nights in-home trial, during which time you can return the mattress for any reason for a full refund. And if you do find yourself in a position where you do want to return the mattress, they ask that you donate the mattress, but if you have trouble, they will ultimately arrange to have it picked up from you. So that does provide you a little bit of hassle protection in the event of that scenario. And in terms of warranty, Tufted Needle offers a 10-year non-prorated warranty. Non-prorated being a good thing in that it means that if at any point during that 10-year period a valid warranty claim arises, you won't be out of pocket any portion of the cost of your mattress in order to have that rectified. In terms of the most important term in any mattress warranty, it is not the length of time or the number of years. It is the definition of an allowable dip, what they consider to be how much does it have to be dipping in order for it to be considered a valid warranty claim. And in the Tufted Needle warranty, that's defined as 3/4 of an inch, which is basically on par with warranties of kind of premium memory foam mattresses. So overall, I would say that that is a good number. And while we never would say that warranties are a good reason to buy any particular mattress, I would say that overall this is a good warranty.
One thing that's important to just about every mattress shopper is value. And when we think about value, we think about how much does it cost, what's in it, and how long do we think it's going to last. In terms of the cost, the current price of the Mint mattress is $995 in a queen size, and that would be before any Goodbed discounts are applied. So do be sure to check Goodbed for the latest discounts, and we'll include a link in the description of this video for you to do that. In terms of what's in it, you are getting a 12-inch mattress, all foam, with arguably 5 inches of what we might consider premium comfort materials, that being that graphite layer of foam at the top and then that gel layer below that.
in terms of how long we think it's going to last, this is really the tricky part with the Tuft & Needle mattresses, because they don't use the types of foams that have a lot more historical precedent that allows us to link density and longevity. And instead they use what you might consider to be like a high density polyurethane foam. And what I can say is that a few years ago I would have been more skeptical of that than I am today, because I do think that now we are seeing more and more history to these foams, these rather newer formulations of foams, that's giving me more and more comfort with their longevity prospects. So this 3.5 pound density foam on top with the 3 pound density foam below it, I feel much better about the longevity prospects of that type of formulation today than I would have just a few years ago. So overall, I actually feel pretty okay with the longevity prospects of the Mint mattress. The 1.8 pound density support core, I do think is like a solid support core density. We typically would say that if you're someone 250 pounds or heavier, you're probably going to want something a little stronger in your support core. That being said, in this case, it's 5 inches deep into the mattress, so even that heavier person is only going to be impacting it to a limited degree. But nonetheless, I'd probably still give that same advice as it relates to the Mint. As it relates to the overall value and kind of how all this wraps up, what I would say is that you're getting a few interesting things here in addition to what I just described. You're getting some cooling features in the sense of the graphite and the gel that we discussed. You're getting edge support that we showed you earlier, which is quite unique for an all foam mattress. And you are also getting, they've gone to quite an exceptional degree with the certifications that they've obtained in terms of the off-gassing and the use of harmful chemicals in the mattress. That I think those three things, I think at the price point that this mattress is being offered at, do kind of combine to make this what I would consider to be a very good value. So just to summarize some of the things we've covered in this video, the Tuft & Needle Mint mattress is a 12-inch all-foam mattress featuring a gel and graphite foam over foam construction. It has a medium level of softness, and we talked about how if you're looking for a mattress with a lot of that slow melting memory feel, you're not going to find that on the Mint mattress, nor are you going to find that kind of inner spring level of bounce, although you will find some decent amount of bounce up in the top half of this Mint mattress. We also talked about how if you're looking for a lot of that deep hugged or cradled sensation, you're not going to find that, nor are you going to get that totally floating on top feel, because really this is much more of a medium level of cushioning depth kind of mattress that's going to give you a combination of both of those. But if you're looking for that, along with that medium level of softness, and along with a mattress that has good motion isolation, really very good edge support for an all foam mattress, one that has gone to really, we think, impressive degrees with its certifications as it relates to the use of harmful chemicals as well as the off-gassing of this mattress. And if all of the other criteria and considerations that we covered in this video sound like a good match for you, then we definitely think that the Mint mattress is one that you should consider. So we hope you found this video helpful in determining whether the Mint mattress is the right mattress for you. If you're still not sure though, we really recommend that you go to goodbed.com and take our mattress match quiz, which you can find right on the homepage of our website, because this quiz will walk you through all of the very same criteria and considerations that we cover in all of our review videos. And ultimately, we'll look across brands and stores, both online and offline, and show you the options that best match your personal needs and preferences. So we really consider this an invaluable resource that should be the first step for really any mattress shopper. And the other thing we would add is that no matter what you're planning to buy, be sure to go to Goodbed and check out our deals and discounts, because we do compile the best deals and discounts available on any products. In the meantime, we thank you for watching, and we really hope you sleep well.